Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our City Skylines II series. This is Orion, and we are having fun fixing problems that I've already created. That being said, I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. And I hope for those of you that are in hotter temperatures this week, you're staying cool. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's great to have you all here and hanging out with me as I try to fix the disaster that I've created in our beloved city of Orion. Yeah. It is what it is. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of this video. And we'll go ahead and jump right into it. We'll grab our coffee, our donuts, our bagels, our Egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, which actually sounds really good right about now. And we'll go to our favorite local mom and pop coffee shop to grab all of our favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and we'll get cracking. Okay, so if you remember correctly, I managed to create a massive traffic jam issue over here. Don't ask. And I think it's because I created this rotary. But I don't know. And I am sorry for the audio cutting in and out. I don't know if I did or not, or if I have managed to fix it, but it actually looks like I fixed it. So let's run it for a few minutes just to see if I have managed to fix this. It does kind of look like I have fixed that traffic jam issue. So if it pops up, we'll try it, we'll deal with it. So the next problem we got is I noticed that we have issues with ambulances, so we need to sort that out. So let's go into our medical, shall we? And I need to do this. Okay, that's got an extended wing. Let's go over here to our... What's this? Oh, cool. Alright, so that's a school. Now, I'm wondering if it might be smart to put... Yeah, it might actually be. Put that there. Thought I put one down here, but I guess I didn't. that should take care of the ambulance issue. I don't think... Let me see. Let me scroll out. Let's see. Are you still having issues with ambulance? We need to deal with death care, so let's deal with that. Alright, let's put our cemetery in right where? Be a good place to put it. Let's put it right here. Okay, that'll be a good place for the cemetery. That should start taking care of the death care issue. Why is a church... Alright, so it's waiting for an ambulance, but I'm not really sure... We got a lot of death. And I do not see enough hearse going out, so let's, I may have to actually spend some points, guys. Let's go to healthcare and see what we can do about this. Okay, so now we got a hospital. I don't want the crematorium being too close to our... We'll put it there. There we go. Okay, so that should now help with the death issues that we're having. That should take care of that. We don't have any traffic jams at the moment. Ooh, I like that cemetery, though. Alright, so now... Alright, we still have money. Let's, 1.3 I left. Let's do... We'll do this, that. Okay, so we got the fire chain dealt with. Alright. So the fire chain is now sorted. We don't have to worry about researching the fire department, fire technology and all that. Good stuff. Alright. Good. The death care stuff is gone. Now we're just having, well, almost. We're just having to wait now to deal with the ambulance. Alright, I think it's just waiting. We just have an issue with the ambulance things. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Let's do this. Let me go into medical and see if it's a service area thing. Oh, so it's not letting me upgrade. That's part of it. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know why. I mean, the ambulances are right there, so... Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. It's 2 waiting for ambulance. It might be that our clinics are full. That might be what's going on. Which is alarming, I guess. Yipe. Okay. Taxation. Let's set this to 12. Okay. That should slow that down a little bit. We need to bring in more revenue. Let's see. We've got industrial demand. All right. All right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we got an industrial demand. I'm gonna. My thinking is. If I can remember how to do the overlays here. All right, so let me think how I want to do this, because I know I want to get I want to get industry going, guys. All right, so let's do this. Now, I know that we have some ag over here. So let's start with that, okay? Let's figure out how we're going to do that. Where is my just a second, folks. I have to remember where all those overlays are. Let's see. Where did I put... Where is that thing? Alright. Well, we know there's ag in here, so I think what I want to do is... Let's go ahead and... Let's put this road... Let's do this. Let's get this road... going out here. I wish I... Oh, I found it. Workplace. The natural resources map. There we go. All right, so you see right here, we've got a big area for resources right here. And that's where I want to be working right now. So I'm going to, well, I don't know that I need gravel road here. Let's do this. Let's bring you down through here. Let's bring like that. All right, so there's that. Now, if I bring the gravel road, because I do kind of like the gravel road for these, and what I'm gonna do, all right. Okay, so now we're going to go into our industry. And I'm going to start putting this... Put it right here. And let's put that like so. I'm missing here. It's cool noise. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, so sometimes when this happens, from what I've been told, is if you do that, sometimes you have to reset this, and that's annoying. And I don't know if that's a bug in City Skylines or not, but I've seen a few people have this problem where they've ended up having to actually replace the... So I don't know if this is what's causing this, but it seems like it would be really dumb. Seems like it's one of those mistakes, one of those bugs you'd think they'd fix, but I have not chosen to do that yet. Oh, it worked. Okay. Alright, so that's one. Now let's put another one on this side over here. And we'll come up here, we'll grab our natural resources overlay. Yeah, it did work. Okay. Yeah. All right, so now we put in a road. Put in a dirt road right here. Yes. It right like that, and we'll have it come in just like this. Just like that. Because you really don't need much there. And we'll go ahead and we shall throw in another. We'll throw in carrots this time. Because, well, you know, why not, right? Okay. So now we'll come down here. We'll grab you. Order up these fields just like this. Like this. Ladies and gentlemen. And I will fix this. I'll fix the way the edges and all that later. Not going to worry about them right now. All right, and there we go. We got carrots, we got wheat. That's going to help our industry. It should actually help that start going down a little bit. That actually should help us start importing, start making a little money there. Now, I do know that we can put a stone quarry anywhere. So let's go ahead and I'll put a stone quarry right here. All right, so that'll take care of, oops, that takes care of stone. That'll take care of that. So we've got a stone quarry now. So that's going to help with industry. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to actually put a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to throw in. Throwing some offices there. Maybe I'll throw in a few here. Okay, so we got some offices that can now start coming in as well. So that'll actually help with the industrial demand a little bit. And yeah, so that'll help. That should help with that. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to start taking care of the office demand, which is good. I don't know how long that'll take for that to kick up. We'll put a little bit more industry as well. Like that. Oh, that's right. I got it on pause. All right, let's take it off pause and let this all start building up. So we do have some do have a little bit of commercial demand too. Let's put a couple of businesses right here too. I'll throw some right there. And I'm not opposed. I don't know. I need to think about that one, I guess. I was going to say I'm not opposed to having a little business over here. I don't want residential near that, but a UK medium petrol station. Nice. Okay, so we got offices. We got stuff coming in, so it's going to take some time, guys, to get everything evened out a little bit. All that messing around with our street seems to have not been a good idea. Anyway, that's okay. You can go ahead and just finish you up. There we go. Okay, so that'll actually help create jobs with these two industries now, with the carrot farm and the wheat farm. We'll learn about chickens and how you do that. I need to do a little bit more research on that part to remember how to do that. But our city is really actually starting to look good. I don't... Awesome, we've reached Tiny Town. The lobster tail. Steakhouse. Ooh, I like a steakhouse. Are you still waiting on an ambulance? You know what? Let me just see if I can... I'm wondering why these two houses are still waiting for an ambulance. And this one's still waiting for a hearse. So I wonder if that's just because it needs time to clear up, maybe. That does make me a little bit nervous. I could actually demolish these two, them, and let those come back in. I might demolish those three and let them come back. But it looks like our issue with the traffic has resolved itself. So I'm not so worried about it. So it looks like putting this here did actually help that. So it looks like our traffic is evened out. So I was probably worried about nothing, which for me is not uncommon. I guess I'd say. I do tend to over worry about things a little bit, and that does happen. So I'm gonna say we fixed that. We've got our... I'm gonna keep an eye on it though, just in case. No problem. No, that's not a problem. It's a light. So we've got these two here. That's going to help. We got the stone quarry in, so we're starting to deal with our industry a little bit. What is this? Oh, it's a fire at the top of the... Oh, that's the lights on the smoke. I thought it was fire for a second. Okay. That's kind of interesting. But our city is actually starting to do well. There are things I want to do to boost the income. And that's what we're going to start focusing on, because we need to do that so that we can continue the expansion. I think over time, being able to export the wheat, excess wheat and whatnot, carrots, that's going to help. Being able to the stone's going to help, because we won't have to really import that, so that's going to reduce our costs a little bit over time. We'll have to wait on some of this other stuff so that we can sort that out too. But This is going to drive me crazy. I don't know why these two houses are saying they're still waiting for an ambulance, because it doesn't seem like they should be. Unless there's something going on with the ambulances that I don't know about. There's 3 parked right there. I'm going to the budget. We're going to the budget and see something here. Roads, healthcare. Yeah, that's at 100%. Production. Alright, so that's cool. That actually shows us where we are here. So right now we do have a surplus in carrots, it looks like. It looks like we've reduced the deficit in the wheat as well. So that's good news. We need to set up work on forestry, chickens, and some of this other stuff. So we've reduced the deficit in 3 areas. I can kind of see why we might be losing a little bit of money. What is this one? Okay, so we need to figure out coal. That's the biggest deficit we have right now because of our wind power. So, let me see. Now that I know where this is. Let me see where... You got fish, oil, ore. I don't see coal on this map, guys. We got an ore patch right there. Excuse me. Alright, well maybe our next thing to work on is going to be... I wish they'd give you like a... So does ore translate into coal? I wonder if ore translates into coal in the game. That's a big resource. A lot of ag. A lot of agriculture here. Okay, so I'm guessing that ore probably translates into coal because I don't see anything that... I don't see anything that says otherwise. Okay, so I will look into that off camera. But I'm going to venture a guess that ore probably does translate into coal. Actually, I could probably look that up. Let me just look that up real quick. In City Skylines 2, while ore and coal are both used in the game, they are not the same thing. Ore is a raw resource that can be extracted from the coal. Coal, on the other hand, is a fuel resource used by power plants, and it can be produced by specialized ore industry areas or imported. Okay. If you have the Industries DLC, you can build specialized ore industry areas that can extract and process both ore and coal from ore deposits. Ah, okay. Okay, so I can do it that way as long as I've got the the Industries DLC. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is good to know. I think we will go ahead and we will leave it there for this episode. We're doing good. We've started to chew down on our industrial specialized industry deficits. We've got the stone. We've got the surplus in wheat, carrots, and wheat, carrots, and stone. I'm sorry, I was having a brain moment there. So I think we're starting to do good. Let me see what's going on over here. A bit of a traffic jam here. Alright, I think what's going on is, let's see if it clears that one up. I actually only see the one ambulance issue, so that might be there. So it is starting to slowly clear that up. Okay. Good. That's what I want to see. Alright, so I do have a traffic jam issue here. I wonder if putting a rotary in here helps this out a little bit. Let's just put a rotary in here and see if this will fix that. Okay. Alright, that should clear that up. Yep. Let's just check one more thing real quick. Yeah, they all seem to be going that way, so it's not really... Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll end up just making this, turning that into a highway. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and we'll leave it there now for this episode. There's a traffic jam right here. There we go, that'll fix that. That one does not seem to have a problem. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so that now should fix our problems there. It's still giving me a problem. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and we'll leave it there. I don't know what's going on with that taxi. He's just being weird. Must be a New Yorker. I'm just playing. I know some people from New York, and I'm related to a couple of people from New York, and they're all cool people. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got a lot fixed. We're starting to deal with the surplus or the deficits in our industry, in our specialized industry. That's great. That's what we want to be doing. That's going to actually help us reduce some of the problems we've got. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to tell silly old YouTube that you like the content and you want to see more of it. And be sure to share the link to the channel with others to let others know about our channel and our community. And be sure to tell them, come check out the videos. You know, the more people in our community, the merrier. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, Little Kitten, my pet kitty cat, Little Kitten, says hello, and we both wish you a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. And I shall see you all in the next episode of our first city right here in City Skylines 2 on the New Galaxy Gamers channel. Happy gaming!